Now, the India-U.S. trade talks, while negotiations continue to end the impasse over a trade deal, India is currently facing about 50% tariffs on its exports to the United States. But Washington believes that a deal could still be reached within weeks. Now, Donald Trump's envoy for South Asia, who is also Trump's nominee for U.S. ambassador to India, Sergio Gore, made the remarks during his confirmation hearing to serve as the U.S. ambassador to India. Reiterating President Trump's stand on Russian oil imports, Sergio Gore said that President Trump has made it crystal clear that India must stop buying Russian oil.
President Trump has been crystal clear on this. They must stop buying Russian oil. The Indians have been on our side on various issues within BRICS, including several individuals in BRICS, Brazil, China, have pushed for years to move away from the U.S. dollar. India has been the stopgap for that. India is much more willing and open to engage with us than with some of those other individuals that are in BRICS.
Speaking on India, China bolstering their ties in the backdrop of trade standoff with the U.S., Sergio Gore acknowledged current challenges in the India-U.S. ties but emphasized its long-term warmth compared to China's ties with India.
Our relationship with the Indian government, with the people of India, extends many more decades, and it's a much warmer relationship than they have with the Chinese. Frankly, they are concerned by Chinese expansionism. And Chinese expansionism is not just on the border of India, it's all over the area. And so we share a lot in common, and we share a lot of the same concerns that other nations in the region do. So should I be confirmed, we will make that a top priority, that India is pulled into our side and away from them.
Sergio Gore further said that despite the sharp differences, the personal rapport between Donald Trump and Prime Minister Modi remains really strong.
We're not that far apart right now on a deal. In fact, they're negotiating the nitty-gritty of a deal. Secondly, look, we hold our friends to a different standard. Frankly, we expect more from India than we do sometimes from other nations. I do think it will get resolved over the next few weeks.
Sergio Gore also said that the U.S.-India relationship is now more important than ever before. While acknowledging the friction, he said that both the countries are strategically aligned on the need to counter China's unfair economic practices and the malign influence in the region. The American Secretary of State Marco Rubio was also present at the hearing. Rubio said that India is in fact of the top relationships that America has today.
Which is, I would say, one of the top relationships the United States has in the world today in terms of the future of what the world's going to look like.
Now, the sentiment in New Delhi is also the same. India's Union Minister of Commerce, Piyush Goyal, has said that progress is being made in the India-U.S. trade deal. He said that the deal is likely to be finalized by November, but how India and the United States will overcome the roadblocks remains to be seen. And WION Siddhant has sent us this report. Listen in.
Hopes are high for an early conclusion of India-U.S. trade deal. We know the comments made by Sergio Gore, who is Trump's nominee to be the U.S. ambassador to India. He, of course, have been making a lot of positive commentary during his nomination hearing. He said India is a strategic partner and said that when it comes to trade deal, both sides are working on it. We saw a blip in the relationship in many ways after the U.S. President Donald Trump imposed 50% tariffs on India, of which 25% was primarily because India imported Russian energy, and of course the US President said that this is something that US will not allow, but India remains unfazed on that part, reiterating its stance on energy security and energy autonomy, but primarily with both sides, the US President Donald Trump and the Indian Prime Minister, making positive commentary. This is looking like a positive element in the relationship that can bring the relationship back on the track. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.